Well, hello, everybody. And since this was a new intro, it kind of caught me off guard at the end because there's no music, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Here you go. Hey, Sean, did
Yes,
you see that? Did you see that number on the bottom of that screen at the end? It said 10 a.m.
it did say 10 a.m.
Well, ignore the EST part. But it was 10 a.m. because we're 9:57. So we are finally on one of the times.
One of the times, okay? One of the times. But it don't you're right. It's 10 a.m.
Small steps. Small steps.
Yes, yes.
Oh, welcome in, folks. I tried playing the music that's on the background of that. On the our service has they changed everything, so we all of our countdowns are gone now. So unfortunately, we have to get used to the new ones. I hope you like that image. That image is kind of cool though, but the problem is
Yeah.
there's no music to it. Then I put on the music side, hoping to play the music, but it wouldn't let me play the music because it's
Mm-mm.
playing the video.
Yes.
It's like, come on, if you're gonna give me a video, give me some music on the video. The video is very cool. It's like it could. I was hoping some like somewhere out there kind of the song or
Something,
something.
but nothing.
Nothing,
Nothing. Nothing.
nothing,
Listen, you
nothing.
got air. You gonna go for this? Meditate. You got air.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. And there is some cool music too because I was playing with this one like this atmosphere is what I was gonna play, and I kept hitting it and raising it. Hear this?
Oh, you weren't gonna get that at the
And that
intro.
was cool with that video, right? Because it has that feel,
Yes.
right? And no,
Nothing.
no,
No.
it's either video or music.
Yes.
And then there's the nature sounds, and I'm like, okay, got the rain and water, but I'm like, that wouldn't work, but that atmosphere would, but it didn't do it. So, oh well, there you go. Such is life. More than you guys needed to know or wanted to know, I assure you. But it is kind of cool because our system allows us, like, if we wanted some chill music running in the background,
Hmm.
we can have that, which is kind of cool. So, like right now, we could have this running behind us while John and I talk. But you
Oh
want to
yeah,
hear a
I
wonderful
played with it all the
region?
time when I was on Mondays by myself doing tea time. I
Mhm.
would have the music on, but I'm like, y'all need to make some better music on here because this is
Yes.
just you know.
Yep, yep, yep. I totally get it. Yep, because the
But
music
when
is.
they always doing the upgrades or whatever, this is what we get.
Miss Angie says, "Good morning, good morning." Miss Angie says she said that I was like I was like I can't hear anything. I thought the Lord was coming to take me home.
Honey, not yet.
Preach, preach.
Not yet.
Oh Lord, did you see the one underneath Angie? Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Yes, Elizabeth. Tell me taken away. Remember Elizabeth?
Right. Oh,
Elizabeth,
Ben
it's
Fox.
a big one. I'm going to go away. But also, it's interesting because Elizabeth's come out. When I saw Elizabeth, actually, it was a bit shocking because this past week, Libby, who used to be part of our group, she
Yeah.
passed about a year or two ago, and Libby's brother and sister-in-law were at the hospital where Libby passed, and they had an appointment. And when they walked by the donor wall, Libby's name is on the donor wall, and underneath the donor wall, under Libby's name specifically and only, there was a red flashing light.
Mm.
It had never been there before. And they took a picture, they caught the image of it, and they sent it and said, "Does it mean something?" I'm like, well, if it means something to you, then it should mean something because, again, maybe it's the moment thing. But it was interesting because a few days later, and so we talked, and then a few days later, they sent me another message and said, wanted to give you an update. Um, I looked down at my phone earlier today when it rang, and
Hmm.
Libby's name came up on the phone. Now, Libby's been dead for a year or two, right? But
Right.
you come up the phone. And she said, when I looked at it, it shocked me. And I'm like, whoa, I'm not sure I want to touch this, right?
Right.
But when she answered it, it was Libby's son. And he
Oh,
called to let them know that him and his girlfriend are pregnant. And so Libby is will soon be, would have been, I don't know how you see it, a grandmother. She's grandmother,
yeah.
too, so that's cool. But crazy, right? So when I just saw Elizabeth's name pop up there, I thought, okay, y'all messing with me now. You're just messing with me.
Yes, that is so awesome.
Libby's energy moves on, and Libby had such a. For those of you who don't know and didn't know Libby, Libby used to come on the chat sometimes and chat and talk, type and stuff, and she was
Yeah.
part of my music group. Wonderful energy, a wonderful, lovely, warm spirit. And when the night that we heard that she was in the hospital, and I'm sure Angie won't mind me. Hey, Miss Ray Lopez, nice to see you. The night that we got the phone call that she'd been rushed to the hospital, Angie and I both, on not even discussing it, we both decided to astro travel to visit with Libby.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's interesting. I called my dad and said, Dad, because my dad's on the other side. So I called my dad and said, Dad, can you help me do this to make sure I get there? Because this is a mission. I got to go visit Libby. And so and my dad had only been on the other side maybe a few years, so I don't know if he could do that for me, but he came through and he did. And so we traveled, and when we did, we wound up at my Aunt Dorothy's house. And I'm like, this ain't the hospital, it's my Aunt Dorothy's house. What is this? And her old farmhouse, right? And so we wind up on the side porch where you go through, and then you go through a gate, and she has a swinging gate that always slams, like whew, every time you open it, because it's the pasture, and so the horses and stuff, so it would slam. And so I went through the gate, and as I did, I kind of felt myself kind of diminish in size, right? And I walked across the creek. There's a bridge. My aunt had their little wood bridge, and and get to the end of the pathway, and then I could get off. And my dad touched me in the back and said, "No, this is not your path." And I'm like, "Huh?" And I'm looking over, and there's Libby waving to me as a young child, and this hair, because she had this beautiful curly red hair, full red hair, all kinds of red hair, and she was waving to me, and she was happy. And I wanted to go. I wanted to go over to her, right? And my dad's like, "No, it's not your path." And I'm like, "What you saying? Like, what you saying, Willis?" You don't know Willis. And so I'm like, "What?" And sure enough, he's like, "That's not your path." And I thought, "Oh no, she's not coming back." And I'm like, "Wow." And then the next day, I found out she wasn't coming back; that she had gone on and transitioned. And then when I reached out to Angie told me, now not the same location experience, but Angie visited her, and Angie had the same thing, that Libby was not joining us anymore. She was taking her exit, and she was moving on. And so we had a great experience by having that last experience with Libby and seeing Libby in her very happy, very young energy self. And she was on my cousin's pony. And it was interesting because Libby came into our group, and I didn't know. I knew Libby as a very young child, but only tangentially. Is that you say it, tangentially? Because we would go to Terre and sometimes watch Terre West Virginia, a small town, and watch the 4th of July parade. And on the main drag, that's where the parade route came through, right? And so we would sometimes go to my Aunt Dorothy's sister-in-law's house and sit on their front lawn so we could see the parade. Well, that happened to be Libby's parents. And so I only knew, I never really knew Libby as Libby. I mean, I just didn't know, right? So when she came into our group, I didn't know, and you never know where, because people come from all over, right? And she came into the group, and she was taking classes, and her name was Elizabeth, and it was Elizabeth Morris something else. So none of the names were names I knew, right? And again, I hadn't seen her in decades, So one day I'm at the grocery store, and all of a sudden I walk by the grocery store aisle, and I see Libby, the Libby can, right? And it's her face, and I'm like, "Oh, that's interesting. Why am I seeing Libby on there?" And I said, "Oh, I wonder if it's a message for her. Let me reach out to her," because I take those things, as you know, very seriously in that sense. And so I said, "Hey," I text her. I'm like, "Hey, Libby, hey, Elizabeth." I said, "Elizabeth, do you use this?" I took a picture of the can even. I said, "Do you use this specific brand?" And I said, "Because I'm getting this," and your face popped right up there. And she said, "No, I don't use it, but that's my name. Everybody calls me Libby." And I'm like, "Oh, snap." So then I text her back, and I said, I said, wow, it's interesting. It's a unique name. I said, I think there was only one person I've ever met in my life who was a Libby. And and I said, and kind of, I said, Tara out of West Virginia, whatever. And she said, I am that Libby. I'm like,
I'm her.
shucks. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? So it's crazy how people come back into your life and you may not even know them. And I don't know if I don't know if she knew that I was me or whatever. I don't know if how that worked. I don't I recall her ever. Maybe she knew. She probably did know. I don't know. But I did not know it was her until that moment. And then it was crazy because it was like, oh my gosh. So when I went to my aunt's house on the astro travel, it made very good sense because Libby was on the other side of her family. My uncle, because my mother's sister was her aunt, right? So my uncle, his family was part of her family. So that extended side that way. And so she spent time at the house. And so all that made very good sense that she would go back because my aunt's farm was a place where we spent some summers and we had great times and we had great experiences. And so that made sense. And that's why when it happened, I thought, she's not coming back. She's okay. She's happy there. It was good for her. I did want to ask her. It was funny because I did tell myself whenever I encounter her again, I'm definitely going to ask her, did you take your gun with you? Because she always had her pistol in her purse. Always, always. We had my mom's 80th birthday party, right? And we're sitting there. Oh yeah, and we're talking, and she's like, it said something, and she said something. I said, so you're packing now at a party? She said, she pulled that. I'm like, well, all right, I get it. She was always packing. And
You got to get ready because she stayed ready.
Oh no, she was prepared. But it's funny because she's just sweet, bubbly, and the hair and the makeup and everything. Just pulled that thing right out, and she knew how to use. I mean, you could see the way she handled it. She knew how to use the damn gun. She's like, I'm like, okay, we got that. Yes, indeed, Miss Libby. Can we go to the party later? Can we go bar hopping? Because I want you by my side.
Right, because well, you staying with me. That's what's happening. We like this now.
Yes.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, a wonderful energy. I'm telling you, I'm sure most of you have that experience. You have that one person in your life that comes back and brings that energy, and when they do, appreciate it for everything it brings you. Because I'm telling you what, it is wonderful.
Every part of it.
Angie says that's funny. My recent family situation. The deceased told me he wasn't coming back the first week he was in the hospital. 3 weeks later, he did not return.
Oh, dang.
Strong energies. But Angie's one of those folks. Hey, folks, if you have a spirit in your house and you want connected to it, call Angie. Call Miss Angie. A5 says, because she will come and visit your spirits, and she'll talk to them. She'll find out what they need. And who knows? Maybe they'll hitchhike because she still has one of my spirits.
Not hitchhike.
Samuel, she came to visit with Samuel to see what was happening with Samuel, and he said, Miss Angie, can I go with you? And she said, no, you cannot. She said, but you need to leave because you can't stay here. And he's like, okay. And the next morning she wakes up, and before you know it, she's like, Samuel, are you here? And he's like, yes, Miss Angie. And she's like, yeah, it's okay, you can stay. And he's been one of her spirit guides since. So crazy.
Yes.
Crazy. So you never know. You just never know. I love it. And we have another little visitor here. So Angie's supposed to be coming over. We're gonna have to. We keep talking about it. We got to get, but the whole class on Tuesday night wants to come over and do it with her and meet the spirit, because we have one that loves to roll the ball into the room when we're all in the room. It's like,
no way.
A ghost is with us, and Ed's there, and I'm there, and then you see the ball roll in. You're like, hello, welcome in. Thank you so much. No, it's not mean spirit though. It's just that there's something there, and I think it's more than one, because one turns the lights on and off, and especially when I'm headed toward the bedroom. Sometimes if it's too dark, I get close to. We have a little hallway like that does this, and the light comes on, and you're like, I didn't turn that light on. I didn't, and that turns the TV on sometimes. Turns the TV on, and the remote, because we have two remotes, one for the sound and then one for the TV. And I'll get up in the middle of the night and I'm like, and I was the only one at the house, so it's not as though there's other people. I'm the only one, so I know ain't nothing coming on. and you know I'm leaving stuff on, and then I'll hear this noise, and I'm looking. Well, I see Ghost. She's laying in her little bed, and I'm thinking, ain't her.
She
And I'll get
chilling.
out, and I'll go to the TV room, and there's the TV on, just as good as can be, and I'm like, ain't that a blip? Ain't that a blip? You know, ain't that a blip? So.
Ain't that a blimp?
So yeah, Angie says I'm ready. Absolutely, I told her I would serve food. So that's my cost of admission. I pay for the food. I get the food. I'll do food.
And let's see, are you gonna fry some chicken?
I will probably fry some chicken if Miss Angie
Yeah.
wants some chicken. Either that, or I'll make maybe chicken fried steak or something. But not much
Yeah.
chicken because
Ooh,
the family loves chicken, and then we eat it for like 2 days after because it's good. It's good. It says there is more than one. There are at least two: a female energy and a childlike energy. I think the child is a male. I think so too, Angie. And that's the one that plays with the ball, and that's the one that plays with Ghost. And it's interesting because Ghost knows when the kid's around, and then Ghost will the child energy, and so Ghost will you'll see her perk up and she'll look around, and then she'll run into the room, and then a little bit later she comes rolling in, and then that's when eventually the ball comes rolling in behind her. Yeah, and she's already there, but then you'll see the ball come in. So the kid's like, come back out, because I think the child doesn't necessarily want to play with us while we're in the room, but he wants to play with Ghost, and Ghost is very playful. So yeah, I won't be surprised, Angie. I will not be surprised. That's for sure. So
Yeah.
we'll have to give you guys a full report and let you know what we picked up from that.
I would love to hear about that too.
Absolutely. Maybe we'll record it. That would be kind of cool to record the whole session. That'd be neat. Yeah.
That would, or stream it or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That sounds like a good thing. What do you think, Miss Angie? Should we record it or stream it? That would be cool. Yeah.
Tell them to start putting out for the light bill. I know that's right for
Yeah, when they start messing with the air conditioning and the heat, then I'm gonna get mad because it's like, wait a minute, now you're going too far.
Right. You know, I don't know. I don't think I have one here, but I feel like sometimes I do have, like, you know, maybe some visitors or someone trying to get my attention, because it'd be like a bang of something, and then we go looking, trying to figure out where that bang come from. Nothing fell over. Nothing. I'm just like, in my mind, I'm not saying anything because I don't want to freak nobody else up. I'm like, okay, what is it? You want me to go to sleep? I'm going to sleep. Daggone it. I mean, you kind of got me up in the middle of the night anyway, so you woke me up. What's up?
Yeah. Great. I love it. It's energy. It's crazy when energy, you know, spirits are there. You know, they don't have a clock. They don't have a time. They don't.
No. But as long as they don't come in my room, I'm cool. But it depending on, I have to tell them, all right, listen, don't come in the room.
Exactly.
And then I will either wake up and then I will see like a shadow in the kitchen or a shadow in front of the room, but never coming in my room.
Yeah.
But then it'll be some nights where I'm just like, you know what? I want to deep dive into my dreaming. And then I will feel, because I don't know if everybody do this when they sleep, but that one leg got to come out of them covers. That one leg got to come out of the covers. Then I'm always tripping in my mind, like, something about to grab my leg. I know something gonna grab my leg. And then as soon as I think that something grabs my leg, and I'm like, okay, well, that leg going right back up under the covers.
Yeah, whoop.
Yeah. I'm like, I know something. But it was one night, I know, it was like I'm not going to say UFO stuff, but it felt like it. It was just like that extraterrestrial type of feeling. And I felt like it was at the end of our bed, just standing there looking like, don't move. She might can see me type of thing. Like, can you see me? We did touch her feet. I feel it. I feel all it. I'm a light sleeper. So I wake up, unless I've been drinking, I'm a heavy sleeper. But if I've been not drinking and I am centered and grounded, I feel and hear everything. That's why it's like, if I don't have if I don't have my headphones in for meditation, because I usually now sleep with meditation going on. But if I don't, I'm like, all right. I know y'all trying to get me. What's up? But yeah.
And they're insistent when they come through. Lord have mercy, they're insistent. They want to be heard. They want to be seen. Whatever the situation, they do not do it halfway. They don't do it halfway.
Ain't nothing halfway. So
Never.
now when I take my leg up out that one leg that comes out, I just need to cool down for a moment. Then I'm like, all right, that's 5 minutes. Let's go right back up under them covers.
For me, it's the foot. It's not the leg. It's the foot.
It's the foot. The
It's
foot. One foot got
got to
to
be
come
the foot.
out. Yeah. No, it's got to be the
This,
whole leg for me. I just need that one leg just to cool, just get cooler, or until the air come back on. And when I hear that air feel on my leg, I'm like, oh yeah, let's get right back up under these covers and lay.
exactly.
Stay warm.
I totally get that. Miss Shawna, did you want to maybe let some folks know about something that's coming along, maybe a new podcast by chance?
Yes. Let's talk about our podcast.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm giving you the flow.
Okay, let's get the cards out here. So we have a new podcast coming through. Check us out. It's going to be up very soon. If it's not already up now, it's called Conversations for the Conscious Mind. We sit, we talk, we don't talk your head off for an hour. We do talk it off close to 30 minutes though. But it's like literally a conversation me and Don is having about things that are uplifting, things that that somebody needs to hear. Okay. And we will be having guests soon as well. But these conversations are helps you dive deep. Helps you really, really dive deep in your inner self and connect with your inner self. So check us out. It's on Spotify, correct?
Yep, it's going to be on Spotify. Yep.
It's going to be on Spotify.
Spotify will put it on the other platforms as well.
Okay. So there it will be on the other things. So is it audio? Is it going to be audio?
Audio and video. It should be audio and video. If it's on YouTube, we're creating a YouTube channel that'll do the same thing, and we'll post the video for those.
Yeah.
And audio for those systems that do not take video, then the audio will be up for them as well.
It's literally a conversation. Will we talk about that takes us forever to come on the live? These are the conversations that we have before because they are mind shifting type of conversations. Okay. Things that motivate you, inspire you, things to make you go, I never thought of it that way. And then it's giving advice, breaking things down to where here's a question for you. Now, how would you interpret it? How would you take it? So it's a conversation literally with a conscious mind instead of it being a conversation with someone else and them telling you about no, this is about you and you only. That's that. So this is all about self-help. Okay. Self-help, transformation, just changing the mindset.
Yep. And again, we're going to have different guests from time to time who will have conversations, and they'll kind of talk about their experiences, and we'll share them and have the conversation, and maybe be lucky enough to get the questions answered that you would have as well. And that's what our intention is to do, is to explore these topics, so therefore you can feel like you may have a better understanding of them. And there's so many topics that it's interesting that we don't even I mean, there's the more we start looking, scratching the surface is not even really it's like not even scratching, it's rubbing, because you're not even, there's so many, it's so deep, and of the topics that are available. So so watch out for that, and we'll post more. We already have the first one in the can, but we have not finalized some of the little intricate
details. It's always a little detail.
So know that the first one's already done, and more will follow, and we will get them up. But again, it is not live yet, so you're not going to see it yet. But we just want to give you a little teaser on that one.
Just a little teaser, just to let y'all know it's in the making. Also, as a teaser, not too much of a teaser, but I'm offering a new service now. I just wanted to put that plug in real quick. And it's a coaching service, coaching sessions, and it's all about manifestation. Okay. You can go directly, you can book a consultation with me first to see where you at and see if these sessions is something that you want to do, and then we'll go from there. Okay. But this is literally you putting in the work, and I am just giving you the tools that you need and holding you accountable and helping you with your manifestations come into reality. So I'm coaching you along. I coach boot camp, child. I coach all these other stuff. So why not do manifestation? And this is such a big thing right now, of putting that work in. But it's not just manifesting one thing. This is shifting the whole mindset to let you know you are the one in power and doing this yourself, and using these tools, using this, as guidance along the way.
And this will be
But the thing
useful
is
in your
about work.
personal life and your business life and everywhere
Yes.
else. So it's not just
Yes.
limited to one or the other, which is
No.
interesting. And I was
Yeah.
looking for your you have to text me in private chat. Text me the link to your link tree, because for some reason I can't find it, and I'll post the link tree so people can find it.
Well, I haven't put it on Linktree yet because but I have it directly. I have the link
Or then
directly.
send it to me, and I'll make sure I post it for folks so they can find it. Because I was looking, I don't even have your link tree one for some reason. It's really weird. I guess because maybe it's in your thing already on the bottom. I don't know why I took it off. I don't even have mine on there.
They changed the. Oh yeah, because it took it out because when you put the thing down. And you can book directly online. You can see the calendar. You can see all of that. Okay. So I would say, hey, the consultation is free. Okay, it's 15 minutes. And we dive into, checking in with your energy and then seeing what maybe some blocks are. But understand that it's only 15 minutes. And when we go deeper, you have the deeper session. Well, the next session will be a clarity type of session where we get you started, and that's a nice for the beginners if you don't know um, what to do, how to do it, what some techniques that you can use, and all of this. It's very affordable. I'm not breaking anyone's bank for this. Okay, this has been on me for years, but finally it was a confirmation on Monday that this is what I need to be doing, and adding in this service. This is totally separate from the tarot, but I do add tarot to it. But this is all 101. So you get me 101 type of, and then we also have packages too. 3 sessions that you can get, 6 sessions that you can get. And if something longer, boom, we can go longer. But for right now, those are the 4 sessions I have up. 4 things as far as in coaching services I have up right now. So go check that out. The link is in the chat. Okay. But it's at goddesspower.net/book online. Okay. And it has a breakdown of what you're going to receive. Like, I'm going above and beyond. I'm going above and beyond with the material, setting you all the way up to where it's not something that you're looking at manifesting something that's going to take years. This is something now, and working and get into that shift. Okay. So there you go. I just wanted to add that.
Absolutely.
So we got our podcast. We got new services coming along. We also have something new that's in the making that's going to be coming out real soon. I'm super excited because I get to hold it.
Is that the teaser? Do I? Okay, I wasn't gonna, but okay, you called me out on it.
But I wasn't. You don't have to. You don't have
No, it's
to.
good. It's good. It's okay. It's okay.
Let me move my
Well,
leg. Let me
actually, it's fun because it gives me motivation. But I wanted to, as
Yes.
a lot of folks have been saying, hey, you are Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Where is your tarot deck? And guess what? folks, guess what's coming soon? Yes, soon to a home near you, to a store near
Yeah.
you. Is going to be, and I'm going to show you one card, a teaser, one card teaser, so you can see it. This is one of the cards that I have created for the Sonoran Tarot. Remember, this is a Sonoran Tarot deck, so it's about
Yes.
Sonoran Desert, but this is one. Did it come up? Can you
Yes.
see? Ah,
Three
super,
of
super.
Swords.
Yes. So this is the feel of my new tarot deck. It is slowly being worked and will be available soon. But yeah, that's kind of that's where we are. That's where I am and where I've been heading for a while. So it's kind of cool to
Yeah.
get moving forward. We've got we're slowly working on the different suits and trying to come up with the right feel. Lord have mercy, it is a long process,
Oh,
but
of
it is
course.
worth it. Okay? So
Ain't
that's
nothing easy.
ain't nothing easy. If it is, it may make it to
It's too greasy.
exactly. Today we are doing 3-card draws. We're just so no questions
Yes.
necessary. We're just going to give you what you need to know, what Spirit's trying to tell you. And yesterday it was interesting. I got a phone call, or it was a text, not a phone call. Sorry, it was a text and said, "Hey, can you talk? I wanted to give you confirmation." And I'm like, "Oh, yep, that's the hook right there. You tell me,
Right,
you give me confirmation." I'm like, "Right now, call me, okay?" It's like, get off the phone, mom. Get off the phone, everybody
now.
else. I need conversation.
Yes.
And so it's interesting. I got a phone call, and so the ring came through, and it was confirmation that the day before I read for someone, and I told them clearly about some situation and gave them specifics of the situation. And they're like, don't know, it doesn't really resonate. And it was interesting because it was in the evening of that night. It was in the evening I gave information. And they're like, yeah, it doesn't resonate. I don't know. And I'm like, whatever. And I'm like, well, just take it and let it percolate.
Let it go.
Just let it marinate here.
Let it marinate.
Exactly. And then the next day I get a phone call. It's like, oh crap! It just happened. It just happened. And like, it just, as you said, just to the T. And so it was interesting. The night before I gave the reading, the next day it happens, and that's the day I got the confirmation. So it is great. It's lovely when we get confirmation like the one that just somebody said. But so it's always good to have it, and when it comes through, you feel good. Last night oh my goodness, last night we did the mediumship at the church, and so everybody who came donated $20 to the church. It was a donation to the church, not to us as mediums. It was a fundraiser for the church, and so I was one of the 5 mediums that were there, and what our guarantee was, if you came, since you paid, you will get a reading. Before you leave that night, you will get a visitation or a spirit reading, or if we can't get somebody to come through with you, at least we'll pick something up for you psychically. So you're going to walk away with something. And that's not a bad deal. Think about it, to have a visitation and for a mediumship. So we had a good turnout, really good turnout. I'm looking at counting the numbers going, well, we have time because this is a lot of people. It was nice. And then we started the process, and each of the readers did something, and I was like the last in line. Best for last, say the best for last. Right. so I stood up and I started picking up this situation, which was very weird. And I'm like, I'm trying to put the pieces together as I get a little piece of ghost's hair off of me. There you go. As a black shirt with a white husky. Yeah, no, not good. Don't wear black when you have a white husky because it shows everything. Anyway, so our church is supportive of this because, again, the church is very supportive of mediumship, again, because not every church has been tweaked by Christianity, who used to once believe in reincarnation. If you're really, when you think about it, we talk about angels, we talk about moving on to heaven. It's like, anyway, we won't go there. Point is let me get back to it. Let's not go off forever. But we're talking, and I'm like, I'm picking up this person, and I've been recently good with names, and I'm like, this person's name is this, or this. It's kind of that image thing. And then I'm talking about the situation. I'm like, okay, I'm getting it. They died suddenly. And it was an accident, but it wasn't an accident. So I'm like, it's an accident, but it wasn't an accident. But it wasn't a car accident, and I'm like, I'm trying to work it out, and I'm like getting this energy over here, and the person I'm thinking is like, no, it's not mine. I don't, the person I know is not that person. Yes, the person, some of it fits, but not. And then the other guy back here is like, well, it could be me, but the guy's 60. I'm like, no, did I stutter when I said between the ages of like mid-20s to early 30s? Did I stutter? I didn't say it that way though. But I'm trying to. No, I don't think it's that energy because this is this and this person, whatever. And so finally, I said 2 more things, and all of a sudden, the girl looks out around the corner because she's the girl who was taking tickets when I walked in. She was having a corner. She says, I think that may be for me. And I'm like, okay, so what part of this so far didn't work for you? I was like, but I'm like, and so she says, I said, what is that? And she says, what happened? And I said, so was there, and she's like, but I said, but yet he had an accident. So he died in a car accident, and she said, drive-by shooting.
Oh, Lord.
Because that was confusing me, because I'm finding two reasons for the transition, right? And I'm like, how is this? Because I'm getting, but I'm also accident. He was driving. And so then, it's like, so I explained the situation, and the mother's on this side. The mother crossed over already, because I'm like, who's the mother figure? Because the mother figure who helped raise him. He says, no, the mother's on your side. I said, no, the mother figure, because I know the mother's on your side, because the mother's with him. And so they're on this side. And I said, it's like an older sister. The older sister kind of was like his like she takes care of him, and she was taking, and she's like, yeah, that's the case, because he was like raising him, because the mom passed over, and so all that stuff. But unfortunately, it's interesting, because the interesting thing about that read was, this is one of the few times where his contract was cut short, not by him but by situations. And so it reminded me that when you guys, there are times, people, where you have your life contract, you come in, but sometimes your life is cut short by things you didn't do, and your life contract did not get fulfilled, not because you couldn't extend, but because life happens and stuff happens. And I thought, how strange, because that was interesting. So interesting. Yeah, it was crazy, but it was a good reading. And then funny part is that another medium said, can I come back to you? And this is when her next time came up. She said, can I come back to you? I want to talk about this. And she said, yeah. And she said, I'm getting this. Is that right? And he's like, oh, no. She's like, I don't know about that. And she said, I'm wondering, was there, did they find them? And I said, and the guy told me, he said, no. I said, no, they haven't found him. There's not been justice for him. And then the woman looks around, the medium, and looks at me and says, you're right. They haven't been. They have no idea. It's been a long time, and they still haven't.
Wow.
No justice. And I said, unfortunately, that's what he told me too, and it's not going to be, And then also she said, but when he was shot, was it here? And before, the medium asked the woman, and I said, no, it was like, and he took it. Shot in the head, and the woman's like, yeah, he was in the head, because as the medium was asking her questions, the guy was talking to me. I'm like, talk to the guy, talk to the spirit, talk to the energy. He's there with you. If you're picking up that energy, I was like, I didn't say that to the medium, because I don't want to, I don't want to make anybody feel bad. But I'm thinking, if you're going to talk about this, like you're picking up energy from the medium, as a medium, then you should be talking to him, because
the medium down the way was like, if you don't shut your mouth. Let me, I'm trying. And you're like, he said no.
Yeah.
He said
no, because he was right there with me, energy wise. He was like, I didn't leave yet.
He
so
felt comfortable with you, instead of like, oh no, she's gonna give the bull crap. So let me stay right here.
Yeah.
Because this is straightforward. Why don't you come on down here?
It was more like move on, woman, because this
ain't working.
This one's closed. This door's closed. Move on. Shop in the next aisle, please.
Make it. Just meet me outside. Just meet me outside. I'll tell you everything that you need to know.
Exactly. So
the other lady was probably like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to show my skills. No, you're not moving quick enough.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like,
that means that you ain't even connecting like how you should.
I know that was kind of what I was thinking. I'm thinking, if you, I totally get what she was doing.
Fishing around.
Yeah, it kind of, yeah. And it was funny, because at one point I was actually reading for somebody else, and I'm like, and I got into this thing where it's like, it's rhetorical questions, right? I try to not do that when I do mediumship, because as I told you guys over and over, don't feed the reader. Don't tell us what you want us to know, because that's what our job is to do it. And so I'm like, but then, and isn't it, and didn't it? And I'm like, and I even stopped myself. I'm like, wait a minute, I said, look, I should know better. I don't mean to ask questions. I said, as you all know, don't feed the reader. So let me give you direct statements, because I found myself just doing that as a rhetorical kind of
because it was the same concept with others.
Yeah, and so I was watching habits. Exactly. I was watching other people. I'm like, and I caught myself. I'm like, wait a minute. and I wasn't asking the questions to get answers. It was more of a conversation, a tool to move the conversation. And instead, I'm like, what? And I called myself, wait a minute. I said,
Yeah.
I'm not. I told you all. I don't feed the reader. I just told you that earlier. And here I'm asking you the question, and let me rephrase it. Let me tell you
Yeah.
what I'm getting.
What's so crazy is when you have a bunch of readers in one room, right? And it's all mediumship. You can pick up off of bad habits
Oh, yeah.
really, really quick. And then it's like, wait a minute, this is why I don't do this around a bunch of people,
Yeah.
like around other, not taking away from how
Right.
they do it. It's just, wait, this is not how I do it. And
Yeah.
then when a spirit comes in and a couple come like, no, I like this person. I'm coming to him because he with it. But it's spirit knows. Spirit knows who to connect with and to say, all right, don't sugarcoat nothing. This is what I want you to say. This is what I need to come out. This is what I want this person to know. And then bam. Not all right. Did they wear green every day? Did they do this? It's like, wait a minute. Some people just don't work like that, or have that type of connection. Now, if that's your thing, that's your thing. And that's nothing wrong with that. It's
Exactly.
just, it's crazy when you in a room full of readers and everybody has their own technique.
Yeah.
And then you can tell when someone has did courses or did a class, and because all their techniques are the same,
Yeah.
and then you that's all you based off, and that's your strongest foundation, yet you did not put your own twist to it.
Yeah.
You didn't do it your way, and so
Yeah.
you just get stuck like, why am I doing this by the book? I don't do things by the book. I appreciate the book, but this is not how I do things.
Yeah.
I figured it out my way.
Yeah.
Just like we was talking about last week. We read cards. We see cards. Sometimes in certain situations, it can mean the same, and then in certain situations, it can mean totally something different.
Intuition.
It's your own right. It's your own interpretation about it as well.
Yeah. What's interesting too is that Angie would have loved me because she would say I've been spending too much time with her because I needed to edit my face. I
was about to say, how was your?
I'm telling you, at one point, the subtitles ran right across my face. You didn't have to even ask. I mean, the subtitles were just rolling right. It's like a big old beacon right here. You could see what I'm like. They started one of them, and I'm not putting anybody down. Again, everybody has their own experiences. Please, mediums, don't come at me, but I can't help it. This was so funny. To me, it was funny because of my reaction was funny. My reaction was funny. This medium stands up and again, I won't go into descriptives because I don't want to. A medium stood up. And they were all females but me, so I can say a female safely, okay? Because again, there's 4 of them. But there was a medium stood up, and she's there, and all of a sudden she's giving this answer to something, and it wasn't a mediumship thing. But she was explaining how something works. And I'm like, I'm like, and I'm like this, and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm in front of people, and I'm like, it was too late. It was too late, and already, the subtitles had run, and I'm like, and I kind of like, and I looked over, and there was a woman looking at me, and she was like, kind of like, oh Lord, you're supposed to pay attention to her. I'm like, oh Lord. I try never to do that, but I couldn't help.
Oh my gosh.
What she said, I'm like, have you lost your damn mind? Have you, did you fall and bump your head? And this is I'm on the stage with this person, and I'm like, what? And I'm thinking, and because it wasn't a mediumship. We're talking her idea, trying to ask somebody or tell somebody about what this person was asking. I'm like, I'm thinking, oh Lord. And at that point, I'm like, oh Lord. And I thought, yeah, Angie would have been in this moment. Angie would have been rolling. Look at me like, now you know, because Angie will be Angie.
I
Get in my
channel
face. Get in my face.
Angie
Don't
a
do it. Don't do it.
whole lot. When I channel Angie a whole lot, when somebody be talking about that ain't. Are you sure? And then I'm like, this conversation is not for me. I walked in the wrong way. Can I get another drink? Can I? Don't even worry about it. I'm just gonna go outside. Can I get the menu? I'm like, okay, let me just do the walk away. Like, that's my very best, because I know I'm just like, that ain't right. Are you sure? And then I have to be like, I just did Angie.
And the worst part is I hear the soundtrack. I'm gonna play it because I hear the soundtrack and I do it. I was like,
look at my face. Don't do it. No, don't do it. No.
I heard the soundtrack and I'm like, oh, but it caught. I said it was so instinctive, and I'm like, oh, because I forgot where I was in the moment. I was into and I'm like, and the people look, oh my God, they looked at me, and that one moment she was just like,
that's the thing.
And I'm thinking, oh, I gotta remember where I am.
That's why I'm glad I got nails, right? Because then when I feel like about to come, I'm like, child, let me do I need to do a new set? What was that? Was that chicken that I had? Was that barbecue sauce?
Oh Lord!
Because I got to be looking at something to know. Be like, oh, did someone say score? You can't look up because you that's obvious. You know.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Lord.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You can't look at them like, because then your face is toe up. You can't look at the person because they know that or you can't look directly at the crowd because they know you're about to laugh, or
exactly.
They know something is wrong.
Yep.
So that's when I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. I need to figure something out, because and it was so instinctive though, because I was like, what's the person said? It's so not me. And I'm thinking, and part of me was wanting to say something. I'm like, oh no, keep it. No, don't. We're not having it. They're not here to have a discussion between mediums discussing what, but I'm like, I know I can't, but I'm thinking, I can't conduct. You know, how do you handle that situation? Because I'm like, I wanted to say hello, speak for yourself, but I'm not going to be. So I'm like, oh Lord, I'm like, no, just no.
Yeah,
no.
That's when you find a cup, something.
Yeah.
Or you just I dropped something.
Exactly. Beige. I think I'll paint the ceiling beige.
Yes. Like, what other color? Oh, do we need a new floor?
Exactly.
Did I leave the fire? We need some new batteries for the smoke detector.
Exactly.
It's like you just go through that whole list.
Exactly. It's like, is the alarm going to go off because the BS is not in here? Lord have mercy. Yeah. But it was a really good experience. Don't get me wrong. It was a great experience. It just, there was a few little things that I just couldn't help experience. I'm thinking, oh, interesting. When you work with certain people, and I don't know the folks, by the way. I only knew two of the people, but two of the people I was told was added later. And and I'm like, I don't even know them. And then of course it was one of the add-ons. I'm like, oh, when she speaks for herself, I was thinking, when you speak for yourself, please speak for yourself, and not tell what it is. Because even when I got up at one point, I was trying to explain about a spirit guide situation, and I said, I don't know for you guys, for those of you who don't know what a gatekeeper is, because I was talking about Emily, and I said, for those who don't know a gatekeeper, let me explain this to you, my idea of what a gatekeeper is, because not everybody understands or even believes and embraces that concept. And so I explained how spirit guides work and gatekeepers work, but I was clarifying again. I was because I was very knowledgeable in the fact that not everybody in our community understands or even thinks of gatekeepers, and I do. I know that they exist because I know Emily. But and by the way, folks, Emily is my gatekeeper. That's why I mean that. But so I was clear, and so I'm thinking when I talk about that, often I try to make sure that people understand this is my opinion. This is what I've experienced. I mean, she's telling us that dictatorial, like this is what it is, and everybody. I'm like, no, I'm not everybody. Is there a French mouse in your pocket? Because ain't no weed here. No. Look at my face.
Look at my face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see.
See,
Angie says
Angie,
we
you
were
don't
at the
even
church.
know.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was like, Angie don't even know how much we channel her.
Oh, absolutely. Angie says we were at the church and the pastor was going along. Someone hollered 2 minute pastor, and I busted out laughing front row right in the. Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There's so many times I got in
Glasses,
trouble from doing that.
Yeah, I don't wear the glasses. I don't. I need the glasses sometimes for reading, depending on lighting, but I don't need them when I'm out and about. So I don't have them on because I can see very well, except when I have to see up
I
close.
will put on them fake ones that look
Maybe
like,
so.
you know,
Yeah.
because I'll do that. Sometimes I do that. I play it off like, oh,
Yeah.
let me wipe my glasses. Because what you saying is bull crap, and I can see it.
Yeah, I'm afraid mine would be doing this.
Right? Oh Lord, no. That'd be the worst.
The old school marm, you know. It's like Bueller.
Right?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Well, let's get back to it. I think people are going to want a reading. Thank you. Thanks for everybody for letting us just talk. But it was a funny evening. It was a good evening. And if it's the first Wednesday of every month. Miss Angie will be doing it very soon. I think next month actually. Miss Angie will be doing it. She'll be one of the mediums. And I've worked with Miss Angie before when it comes to this here. But also we've been live in settings, in group settings where we've been presenters. And so if you want to work with somebody, the good part is know the people you're working with and know that they're not going to go off in some way and make you kind of feel like, oh Lord, what am I doing? And also Angie says, Kelly, don't encourage me, you know I'm a mess. Oh, I love it.
Oh yes.
And whoever said, am I in a funeral home? No, this is our media room. This is our media room. This is in my house. So
No. That was asking about the church.
Oh, okay.
But it was a just kidding. It wasn't.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, I'm
that
like,
was
no.
so long ago.
I know. I saw it pop up and I was like, I was so into the moment. So yes.
Say a little prayer for you.
Exactly. That song again. Thank you. You're planting that seed. Thank you, Miss Shawna.
You had that stuck in my head all week long, and I'm just trying to decipher that song. I was like, what is the message in that song? Is it for me? It's got to be for me. So
because it only came up. It only came up when I was exactly, and it was just, and Miss Dionne Warwick herself was singing it strong, loud and proud.
So that's why it came. Yeah, and I'm just like, okay.
Absolutely. We're at a funeral home in the church. Absolutely.
Oh Lord. That's even worse, Angie.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So let's see who are you drawn to first, Miss Shawna?
Miss Rachel.
Rachel
Hutchinson.
Let me find the name. Where's that name? Rachel.
That's if you was to do a word to her name. Rachel. That didn't work. It didn't. Rachel, are you still here, love? I was trying to somehow make it work, but it did not work.
Bless the child. Bless the child.
Bless
the child. Lord have mercy. Is Rachel, are you still here? Let us know. And I don't know what the delay is today. If the delay is long or short, I do not know.
I don't know.
Also, while we're in line, Sharon, Nail, you'll be next. So after we're done with Rachel, stick around. You will be next, and then we'll pop up. And if folks remember, as your name pops up when we see it and we're available, that lets us know you're here and therefore ready. Okay.
Yes.
So make sure
did you leave?
I think she left. Rachel done cut and ran.
Yeah, it was like, oh, so y'all not reading no messages? Listen, let me tell y'all, when we be yapping, I mean, we see every message. We see every message that comes up. It's not like we don't. But when we yap, I mean, we be yapping.
It's the cost of doing business. It's like you want a reading, unfortunately, you got to put up.
You gotta listen to us yap for a minute or two or three.
But you got to admit, we do give some educational moments, folks. So you get a little bit when you stick around.
Even if you don't care for them, we still give out good information.
Exactly. So let's go on to Sharon. What you got from Miss Sharon?
I don't know. You go ahead.
My Sharona, my Sharona. Sharon, do you have a grandchild, a granddaughter? And is your granddaughter the first of the granddaughters? Does this resonate with you? Again, do you have a granddaughter? And is she the first of the granddaughters? Because I'm picking up a granddaughter, first granddaughter. Again, first granddaughter is what I'm being told. And does she live a distance away? Again, I'm asking 10 trillion questions. Too fast, too many, too quick, but I'm hoping you'll get there. If I don't answer, I'm at work, but I'm here. Okay, that's one. Oh, yes, I do. I'm sorry.
This is Sharon. Sharon said, "Yes, I do."
Oh no. I was just reading that answer. That
was
my answer. Yeah. I'm like, if I don't answer, I'm like, okay, what? I didn't ask yet, but we'll get there. Okay, yes. Anyway, yes, I guess you do. Okay. And again, is she the first? I'm talking the first granddaughter. So there's more than one granddaughter, but this is the first. Okay. And so I'm being directed to the first granddaughter. And again, does she? Can you? When you say yes and no, can you say yes? Does she live a distance away? Because I'm getting a distance away. Is this the granddaughter that lives a distance away? And is this one like precocious? Is she like a mini me to your daughter or your son, or to you? Because I'm getting mini me. She is like she's full of attitude. Is this the one again that's full of attitude and she's like mini me? And again, when you say yes or no, please clarify what you're saying yes and no to, just so I can understand. Because I do, as you see, I prattle on with many different questions, and I tell myself not to do it, and I can't help it. I do it anyway. So help me walk through this. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. So yes, she does live a distance away. No, she doesn't live a distance away. Yes, she is a mini me. No, she's not a mini me. And the mini me for the parent or for you. Yes, no, mini me, live away. Yes, she does. Oh, yes, she looks like me and my son. Okay, super. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. This is the one then. Okay. You need to plan some time with this mini me. You need to, and I can hear mini me. I love the way it sounds. Mini me.
I know.
I know it rhymes really well. It's just like singing. Anyway, I think you need to spend a little time with mini me. Did you just spend time with her? Again, some quality time with her. And if not, I'm getting that you need to, because again, there's this feeling of time and mini me. So if you haven't spent some good quality time with her recently, then this energy is about you doing so. Make sure that you reach out to her. Make sure that you arrange something upon the next visit. And I'm talking you and her quality time by yourselves, nobody else. Again, it's mini me time. Make sure, because this one needs attention. She needs a little. She likes attention. She needs attention, and you know how to. Again, you know how to. There's something about you that when you talk to her, when you deal with her, that she puts you on a whole different level than everybody else. I mean, even her father can say, and her mother can say some things, and it doesn't resonate with her, but yet if you say it, it does. And you're also the one who can cut her deeper than the others, because if you look on her with that little look that you do, that little side eye thing that you do, and you kind of give her that look, and I saw her doing it, because I'm like, okay. And so when you do that, it hurts her, it cuts her more than would a parent would do it, and she's like, whatever, but you do it. So you have a very good bond with her, and she really does connect with you in a different way. So try to find some quality time when you can spend time with her, and her alone, nobody else, because she needs a little something special right now. Okay. So, and if you can't do it because of location, then try to do it like through a phone call or through WhatsApp or something you can do visual, because you have to. She's showing me her cues, and so you need to see her facial cues, okay? Because you can pick them up. All right. So spend some time. Yes, there has been courts been involved. Oh, that's why. All right. Boy, when they send a message, they really want me to know if they do send that message. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Well, but yeah, find some quality. Try to figure out some quality time, something you can reach out and connect with her. Okay. Because yeah, she needs you. She needs you. She needs that energy that only you have. Okay. And you know her better than most because of that mini me thing. And that's why she pointed out the mini me thing. That energy was needed to, you understand her better than most. Okay. So love that child. Give that child the energy and help it needs. All right. She needs. Sorry. I don't mean it. That was rude. I didn't mean it as a rude thing. It just kind of threw off there. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Okay. That's what I got for you, Sharon. What you got, Miss Shawna?
Well, I have her energy and what she should be focusing on for her as well. And this is about what's happiness with this 10 of cups. What's bringing in this happiness? What's bringing in this joy, this harmony? It's like having your cake and eating it too, having everything that's around you. When I did the clarifiers, just to make sure, because I am a little extra because the hair today is extra. I did pull the Knight of Wands to clarify this. So this is like, what is that burning feeling? What is it that is that drive? That's what you're focused on. And if it's family, then focus on that and make that happen, because that's what's happening. Is that happiness but that's where it's going towards. You do have the 10 of Wands. It's like, all right, it's time to prepare. It's time to get things and put things together, make things work. Okay. Start prepping. Cool. Start prepping and start planning things out. Okay. Of what is in the, like what's the next step, like what's in the future for you. Of course, keep yourself grounded, keep yourself centered. Okay. With this 7 of Wands being here, that's clarifying the 2 of Wands. I feel it is this energy of don't forget that, I want to say, don't forget that thing that keeps you humble, or keeps you really grounded, and to keep things at bay. Okay, it's like, don't get too crazy with how things are moving and how you are prepping and planning things. You can be planning to get together, you can be planning things for the future to make it even better, but this is all about happiness. This is all about that 10 of cups. Okay, the ultimate promise from spirit, from the universe. Okay, with this 7 of Wands being here, I just feel like it's this energy of making sure you don't allow things to distract you or things to throw you off of your game. Okay, you do have the moon here that's being clarified by the 7 of Swords. Now, that is saying, hey, don't tell everybody your business. Don't tell everybody your next movement. Don't tell everybody what you have planning. Just make it happen. Now, this is also saying trust your intuition and trust the unknown. Okay, and you are being guided in a different way. You are being guided in a different path. I also would say, if you haven't, the new moon energy was last Saturday, along with the solar eclipse. I feel like you should be working with the moon's energy, which means work with that feminine side. Okay, tap into that feminine side, and tap into your emotions, tap into what is coming up for you. If it's time to release some things, then release. It happened yesterday. What happened yesterday? The new moon happened yesterday. What happened yesterday? Oh, wait. Oh, is it that your dad had passed away yesterday? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, because the full moon the new moon was, I just think you need to tap into your emotions and deal with things that are coming up. And if that is true about your dad passing away yesterday, I send my condolences to you as well, and to you and your family. Oh, okay. So it was your father that passed away. Yeah, yeah. That's what's going to uplift you, is family. Bringing y'all back together. People you ain't seen in a while. And it's so crazy that when someone passes away, that's when they start to come up. It's like, oh, I ain't seen you in a long time. Why is it this the only time we get together? Well, you can change that. Okay. That's what it's like, prepping and planning, doing things differently, and connecting and having these conversations. So that's what I have for you, my love. once again, my condolences. Stay strong, and I send you strength and peace as well.
Super. Yeah. Sorry for your passing. Sorry to hear about his passing. Sorry for your loss, and the condolences to your family. Boy, that doesn't add. I mean, if that doesn't add another wrinkle to a very complicated life, because you have a lot of complicated energy around you, and this is just one more of those things. It's like, holy moly. But the year gets better for you. Make sure you understand that the ending of this year is going to be far better than the beginning of the year. And last year wasn't so much of a treat either. From the energy I picked up for you, you had a bit of a trying energy last year too. But the ending of this year is going to be far better than was the last year. So hang in there and keep pushing forward. Find that strength wherever it comes from. It's part of who you are. It's your genetics. So go with that, okay? And you're going to be fine. Who do we have next, Miss Shawna?
How do we say this? Abhai? Abhai? Did I say that right?
Put my glasses back on.
Put your glasses on, child. Abhi.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Abhai, are you still here? Are you still in the house?
Yes, Santi. Are you still?
And who would be on deck, by the way? So we can make sure that they are aware that they are after that.
Could be.
Oh, here, go ahead then. Let's just go with that one.
Okay, because I was like, hold on. It's actually who? Curti?
Curti.
No. Curti.
Okay, Curti.
Okay, well, whatever. This reading is for you. All right, we got the 10 of Wands. Something is coming to a close that was heavy. And now you can relax, let it be. Okay. I feel like it was a relationship of some sort.
Ooh, let it be. Let it be.
Yes. Or let it go. Or let it be. How about that? Let it be. But whatever this relationship was of some sort, it was just a heavy relationship, and it's coming towards an end. This could be in a good thing. I mean, or if this was something that was going on in a relationship, it's coming to an end. This is just heavy energy. And you're like, I'm done carrying in a load. I'm done carrying all it. I'm tired of just this burden feel. I feel like you're getting your control back. The Emperor card here, you do have some extras, okay? Because why not? Because today we're being extra. You have the 8 of Wands and the 6 of, the 8 of Swords and the 6 of Cups. I feel like you're coming out this trap feeling like, wait, all these limitations that was around me, things that I put on myself, I'm free now. I am back to you. You're becoming the Emperor, and the Emperor is the one in control, the one that is making bigger moves now. It's not taking no bull crap from nobody anymore. Okay. And I also feel like with this 6 of Cups, it's like this energy of a gift being given to you. Okay. Trust the process, because this is a process of this whole thing. Trust that this is something new. If it feels like it's too good to be true, it is for you. Okay. just I'm not trying to rhyme today, but it's just happened to work the way it's working. And with this 6 of Cups, it's like you may have some issues when it comes to trusting people or trusting ones that were super close to you, but you got everything under control. How about that? So that's what I have for you, love.
Super. Curti, are you?
Hey, Bonnie.
Gertie, I don't give love readings, but are you looking for a relationship? Are you in a relationship that is not working and not functional? Because I feel there's a longing there. But it's interesting because part of me feels like there is a relationship, but then again, it's like you're looking. Are you not happy with the one you're in and you're kind of shopping around? Because I'm kind of picking up that kind of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Oh, Mr. Love Goddess.
I know. This is new territory for me because I don't do this. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yes.
So again, you said absolutely. Was the absolutely for Shawna, or was the absolutely
Oh
you're
yeah,
in
it
it?
was what I had said earlier.
Okay. So again, can you let me know? Are you in a relationship or are you searching? Because again, I feel like you're. But no, let me put it this way: if you are in a relationship, I don't think you're that happy, and I think that you are kind of wondering what's happening over there. What's over there, over there, over there.
Over
So
there.
be careful be careful what the how do I say this? Be careful what the boredom might do for you or bring you to doing. I'm very happy with my husband. The family was bothering, but now it's all right. All right. Okay. Well, okay. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm glad that everything is wonderful and the world is great. That's good. Um, if it starts getting, I mean, yeah, just keep your eye on the prize. Okay, stay in your own backyard. Stay in your own backyard. Let's not do any wandering. All right, because I'm picking up some wandering eye.
This is what I think. What I feel like you picking up. I feel like family was trying to force something else to come through.
Mm.
You get what I mean? To try to push her away from where she's already at right now.
Could be. But remember
Maybe I just feel like she was like, oh heck no, I'm at where I'm at.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel maybe it's probably that, but I mean, I have, some people can be.
There's something to play. Just yeah. Make sure you and your family are staying on their own sides and they're not going to somebody else's pasture and milking somebody else's cow. We ain't milking nobody else's cow, okay? So,
right. Because you know how some families are like, well, I have someone better, and they ain't at the end of the day.
Exactly.
It's just for their satisfaction, not.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. And be aware. Just be aware of what's going on around you, and because you just never know. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? You'll never know.
Yeah, I'm getting that she's very happy where she at.
Mm-hmm.
It's just don't let others mess with your stuff. Because they will try you. Honey. They'll try you. Mm-hmm.
Who else, Miss Shawna?
Jennifer Hawkins. Jennifer, are you still here? Hey, Billy Joe.
You know what comes after that, right? I can't help myself.
Billy Jeans. You talking about that one?
No. Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge. Every time I see Billy Joe's name, I can't help it. I'm drawn to that song. Billy Joe, do you live in the South? Do you live in the South? Because it's like I'm always drawn to that song. I love it. Oh.
Dang it, Angie. Talk about you said pastor. I heard pastor. I'm like, the church got pastors milking cows. Angie, you've been on vacation too long, honey. Cool. Thank you, Jennifer. Only Angie, man. Only Angie. Right now.
Billy Joe's in Georgia. Okay.
South Georgia.
Just be careful about Tallahatchie. Watch out for the Tallahatchie Bridge. You don't want to fall off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
Mm-mm.
Billy Joe McAllister jumped out. Who were you asking for, by the way? I don't remember. I can't find her.
Jennifer Hawkins.
Oh, there it is. Jennifer Hawkins. She was relatively recent. Jennifer, you just said hello and you're not here. What? Are you here? Or you're
No.
not?
She said I'm here.
Oh, I see her. I'm sorry. Now you can spank me. Okay, I'm sorry. I saw her. Forgive me. I'm just like not even here. Whatever.
Oh.
You're welcome. I'll be Curti.
Yeah, Curti. It's like
it.
curtsy.
Exactly.
Curti.
It's like Curti. I love it.
Yeah.
Jennifer Hawkins.
Miss Jennifer. We got the Chariot card here beside the Four of Cups, and we have the Devil card. Okay. Let's break all of this down for you. Okay. Why was when I did that, automatically I thought about Hercules. What the heck?
Eddie Murphy slipping on through.
Yes, just slipping all through. Maybe that's a sign right there of Hercules for you to have that strength. But we have the Chariot card here. It's letting you know you are in the driver's seat, okay, of bringing in the victory for you, Jennifer, and bringing in balance, bringing in what you feel is balance. And here's the other thing: you need to relax, get your rest properly, because the Nine of Swords does pop up for you. In this case of stop worrying about things at night. Okay, when you go to sleep, stop having all these things on your mind while you go to sleep or before you go to sleep, because that means you're not resting properly. When you get up, you're damn drained because your mind's been running all through the night of like, okay, how am I gonna take care of this? What am I gonna do with this? What do I too much. Relax, don't do it. We are so full of songs today, y'all don't even know.
Exactly.
But really, write things out, plan for the next day, so you can get this out of your system. Also, I would say, shower before going to bed, and visualize the water washing your worries away. Okay, and actually speaking it while you in the shower, of saying, I wash away all things that are no longer serving me. I mean, just by simply saying that, you can have a better night's rest. Okay, but this Four of Cups being here, being clarified by the Hierophant, is just, don't miss out on a blessing that's coming in, because you're so wrapped up in your worries. You're so wrapped up in your how this is going to happen, when this is going to happen, where is this going to come from type of thing. Things are going to fall in place when they need to fall in place. I know a lot of people don't hate to hear it's all about divine timing, right? It's all about perfect timing, but it's there. It's going to happen. But first, in order for it to happen, you got to let things go. You have to release that of what that worry is. What is it? Break down what that worry is. Don't just say I'm worrying about, or I worry this. Why are you worrying about this? Okay, that is the root of what is going on. Do the research, do whatever it is that you need to do, but there is a blessing coming to you. Okay, and if you're so wrapped up in your worry, you're going to miss it. You're really, really going to miss it. If I'm you, I will go and reach out to someone that is like a mentor or a teacher or a counselor, or someone that can actually help you with your worrying. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with having someone to talk to about it. Okay. You do have the Devil card. Hey, Okay. First off, we got to stop thinking negative. We got to stop being in this negative field. All right. You got to get to being optimistic and staying in the positive. And I know that's harder than what it's, it's like, how, when there's a lot of things that's going on, or that you're dealing with, but it's also saying you chose to think of this situation in a negative way. Well, you can choose to think of it in a positive way, right? It's just as simple of changing the mindset, changing your vibration, not doubting yourself. Okay, when it comes to make a decision, make that decision, stand on that decision, and don't doubt that when you made the decision, is this wrong, or is this, this didn't turn out the way it was supposed to turn out, this because this is what happened in the past. Well, that was the past. Now we're right here. So get focused. Okay, get focused of where you need to place your energy, and I recommend staying in the positive. Okay, regardless, stay in the positive, because when you stay in the negative things are going, it's just an attraction. Negative attracts negative. That's it, and it goes downhill all the way. You want to stay in the positive, it goes up the whole time. Okay, just by changing the way you think. So stay in the positive and get your butt some rest. Write these things down, let it go, but yet remember, you are in the driver's seat of bringing victory in. Okay? I'm done talking.
Jennifer, did you lose a sister or a friend that was very much like a sister to you? Shorter, curvy, roundish face, very big personality. Did you lose someone that fits that image? Because when Shawna first started talking to you, that person's essence came through, and I'm guessing it's for you, because again, it wasn't here until she started talking to you. Again, was it again, think about a friend, a sister with energy? So it's somebody who was like a sister to you, or it could be actual sister, or again a friend, or maybe even a cousin, but somebody very close in that regard. Female, of course, because we're talking sister. And again, shorter, curvier, roundish face, and very big personality. Does this resonate with you? Okay. We don't want to make it fit. So if again that's not your energy, then we'll leave it there. This will probably pop up when somebody else reads, but there's that definite energy here. And this is a drug addiction situation, by the way. Whoever this is for, this was a drug addiction situation, and this person, they didn't mean it truly was an accident. It seemed like a suicide, but it wasn't. It was just an overdose. It was not their intention to end it. It just kind of, they screwed up. Wow. Good Lord, the energy is so strong. So I think somebody here hopefully can own this. Big personality. Okay, that's the only thing I'm picking up for right now. So I think I'm gonna move on from that, but I don't really have anything for Jennifer, because this energy just really was distracting for me.
Okay.
So, who next?
I was just about to ask you. Who you want to pick?
This energy was so strong. I kept trying to figure it out. So I wasn't even paying attention. Let me pop somebody. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow. This person left children. This person, whoever, again, there's got to be somebody here. This energy is too strong.
The female energy?
A female energy, young-ish, not young, young-ish. 2 or 3 kids. Again, short, curvy, very vivacious, round face, big personality, and again, unfortunately, got addicted, and wind up flying a little close to the sun. That's how I was flying a little too close to the sun. Mars, are you here? Your name just popped out. I'm not saying this is for you, Mars. Don't didn't mean to say that.
Mars is
No,
like,
no,
hold on.
next reading. Mars, if you're still here, let me know, and if so, we will read for you. So let me know if you are here. Sean was asking me who to read next. Not that you own this energy; it's not your energy. I get it. That's not what I was intending there.
Mars, are you here? Here.
Super. Okay, Mars, you are next. Boy, this energy will not release. She will not let go. She's insistent. But I need to.
Monique said, my sister got bad on drugs, ended up dying from them. It killed her kidneys. Did she have blonde hair, you said?
No, this woman had darker hair.
Oh, dark hair.
She had darker hair. Yeah, like brunette, dark hair, maybe brownish on. I don't see it like. I'm not saying she didn't bleach. I don't know that. I'm just saying on the other side, it's that.
Did she tell you her name?
No, not yet.
Tell you her name?
No, I've been getting very good at names, but this is not one.
Okay.
So what Monique? What is it? I didn't. Let me put my glasses on. I can't read the right.
Because I saw that squinting child.
Blonde, had 2 kids. Her liver, yes. She dyed her hair. She dyed her hair a lot. Okay, so she was okay. Interesting. I wonder if this is that energy. So Monique, let's go one more step in that regard. Let's go one more step, Monique. Are you having, because they're here for whoever this is, again, the energy is here for the person they're visiting, and it's interesting, but Monique, are you having relationship problems? Are you, and again, I don't do love goddess readings. This drives me crazy to even think this, but are you having a relationship situation? Is there something happening in your life with a relationship? Because this person's here about giving consolation, giving solace to someone who's having a relationship issue, and they're like, don't overthink it, and don't do anything drastic. So Monique, you don't have to answer that question. You can just, if that situation fits you, then this probably was meant for you. From her energy, again, she's a very sad. It's interesting. Usually spirits on the other side, when they cross over, they have a much more higher, elevated, positive energy. This one doesn't. This one really doesn't. This one was. There's a lot of regret, a ton of regret with this energy, and so it's like not a very healthy, not a very comforting energy, which is interesting because usually let it go. They just let it go and they drop because it's like you don't take the baggage with you, folks. When you leave, you don't take it. You just kind of release it. But you do come back and you bring closure. But that's not what this message is about for this person. This energy is a very heavier energy. Just to kind of anyway, let's go on. Let's get to Mars. But I'm also one of those. Bonnie says, funny, Don, last week you asked who had a husband named Andy, ex-military, and my cousin Ann Anderson does. I got and she's an A as well. And it's interesting because when I picked up her energy, if this is her, I picked up that he was in the military, but she was in the military too. And then it's interesting, the more I worked on and percolated, I picked up that they were both in the same service. And then I picked up Ramstein Air Base, where I was stationed outside of, and therefore I thought they were Air Force. So did they meet in the Air Force? Do you know if they met in the Air Force? Because that's what that's the energy I was picking up, and I kind of was percolating on it and was working on it in my head. So were they both, was she, because she was an A too, so I was getting the A, and again, were they both in the Air Force? This is for Good Lord, Bonnie. Yes, yes, she was. Okay, and so yeah, it was for him then. It was definitely Air Force. Yes, okay, yep. So yeah, that was the energy for them. Absolutely. Yeah, and the one message was, yeah, interesting. What is it that you had said here that she was online watching but stepped away and made a comment, hoping that you can get her. What I got for her though was is a caution. What I got for her was a caution for him, and the caution for him around heavy equipment, around trucks specifically, and around potential for an accident, a vehicle accident, or again heavy machinery. So for the next few weeks, he should pay attention, be cognizant of his surroundings, especially when he's driving, and of the people around him. Okay, because again, there's a really strong energy about a truck. I see a truck, and I don't know if he drives a truck, but also picking up again that could be the heavy machinery or something like that. But be careful about have him be careful about what is going on around him. He may wind up in a situation where somebody else is bad driving or somebody else is not paying attention or whatever else could wind up creating a situation where he finds himself even driving very well, where he winds up in a situation like that. So just be cognizant about that. That's the only thing that was the important thing, is be cautious. Ask him to be cautious for the next few weeks to ensure that he doesn't wind up in a situation. Again, it's not about necessarily his own driving, but it's about the people around him and them not paying attention and what that brings home to him, to visit upon him. So that's the warning. If you could get that to her, I would appreciate it, because she needs to. That's what she needed to hear from the energy I was picking up. Okay. So oh, she's online now. Okay. So Anna, yeah, if you could do that, that would be let him know. Okay, just be cautious, be careful, pay attention to what's going on around him on the road, on whatever else. Because I saw it, and it was interesting because first it was picking up the A Anderson, and I kept seeing it on the thing, like a thing here, and then I was like, wait a minute, she's an A too, and then I was like seeing the uniform, so, and then I'm like, okay, now, and then it's crazy how I got the connection, but that would have to be you guys, yeah. So thanks for coming back, but yeah, that's what it is. Please have him be cautious, have him be careful, okay? Sorry, Mars, I didn't mean to cut in, but that was something that was carrying over from last week, and it was great to have that information, because when I first put it out there, nobody really could pick it up, and I'm like, I know they're here. I knew they were here because it was just too strong. So I love when that happens. Thank you for coming back in and closing that loop for me. Okay. And again, please just have him be careful. That's the be careful, be careful, be careful. Look at my face, be careful. All right then. What did you have from Mars, Shawna? Sorry about
that. You just disappeared. Oh, there we go. So I was like,
I'm here.
Oh, did you see the message from Monique?
I did not see the message from Monique. What did I see?
When you asked her about her relationship, she answered you.
Okay. All right. Then you know what? Okay, that was meant for you. All right. Yep.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Monique, for confirming that.
Okay, so Mars, we have the king. Dang, I pulled the cards and was like, I was like, let you do your thing.
I'll tell you what, these women have me freezing over here. These spirits, they've been coming in, they're very strong, and and women, again, when they're a certain little bit older, they make me freeze, and I'm freezing cold. I'm in Arizona, and I'm freezing cold. It's like, Lord, y'all need to step back. These energies need to step back and give me some heat.
Give me 50 feet.
I need to bring in a male energy who will be, again, because the male energies bring in some serious heat. So it's like, okay, I know. I'm like, okay, I need some Arizona, California heat energy. Lord, I'm crazy. It's 74 degrees in this room, and I'm cold.
Oh wow!
There's 74 degrees, and I'm freezing cold.
They mess with yeah.
Yes. Sorry again. Mars is going to shoot me. I'm sorry, Mars.
Bill is like, damn.
Like another delay, really?
We got the right. We got the knight. The king, not the knight. The king of Pentacles. The king. Mars. Hello. It seems like we're staying on the right track of what your goals are, what you're want to bring into your life, especially with financial abundance. Okay, continue to stay disciplined. Continue to stay regiment on with a lot of things that you are doing. Just stick to the gun. Stay with it. You will get to where you are wanting to be, especially when it comes to your finances. Your hard work. Continue to master your craft. I'm loving this because we had to up the change the energy here. So we're talking about some coins here. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. Continue to like I was saying, master your craft. When it comes to your skills, learn more. I mean, like, be the best at it, because this is what's going to bring you more money into your situation, into your life. And you got it. I mean, new beginnings here. This Empress energy is all about what I'm feeling. New land is what I'm getting. New land is fertile land, and success that's coming through. It's taken whatever you touch turns to gold type of feeling. Okay. I feel like this is like it's like you're birthing something new here. It can be birthing new energy. But I just feel like when it comes to your finances, there is a up on your finances. Oh, I had to put one more just to get a clarifier. You got the world here. So this is all about success. This is big success at that. I do feel like because of the more money coming in, it's like, don't get too crazy, but take yourself out. Maybe go, you may be traveling, getting ready or preparing for a big trip. Okay. And you got the coins for this trip that you can pay early instead of waiting last minute to pay. Okay. If that makes sense. But that's what I got for you, love. Now that was just extra of the world, but you're staying focused and you're staying grounded. But I do feel there are material gain here, material gain. Okay. Money.
Mars, I'm picking up some, I don't know if you're having anxiety or you're something. I'm picking up like indigestion or acid reflux or something here. Are you having like a little bit of a health crisis, or is it because of anxiety? Are you worried about something and you're letting it affect you? If you are, again, pay attention to your physical health and the way in which your body reacts physically when you're in this situation, because again, this is affecting your physical health. So what is it again, there's something you're dealing with, and again, it's either a physical ailment that's because you're not well, or something like, again, is acid reflux. It's right in here. It's like heartburn, but it's not the heart. Don't panic. It's not the lungs. It's not that thing. It's just kind of this thing. But that can also repeat itself based on anxiety or stress. And so the one thing to know is that if you're not having right now that physical response, know that that's letting me know that the stress or the frustration or something is getting there. And so don't let that happen. Don't. If it's not your energy, if somebody's bringing stuff to you and they're dumping their mess on you, don't let them do this. Don't own their mess. It is not your mess. And if it's not yours, don't own it. And the energy I'm getting is you tend to be that dumping ground. People come to you and they offload, and you have to you absorb it. And then you're like, okay, what do I do with this? You have a harder time purging it than they do. They've moved on because they purged it. You're the purging place. You're the dumping zone. So be careful about this energy. This is a very strong energy, and it's a warning that it could affect your physical health if you're not careful. And if you already are having any experiences, make sure you pay attention to them. If you are, make sure you're asking a physician or somebody, what's going on here? What is this? What is this? Let's not ignore this, okay? So that's the energy I'm picking up for you. That's the one thing that you needed to hear from me without the cards, because again, the message was not necessary with the card. There's no cards necessary. The point is this is the message you needed to hear. Okay. Miss Shawna, who is next?
Billy Joe.
Good to see you, by the way.
So what?
Right. I was just
Go.
Just good to see you, Mars. I haven't seen you in a while. It was good to see you back, and we missed you.
We miss you.
Okay.
thought Mars came on while we were leaving out. Last week, I think.
It could be. I didn't, but for some reason, I haven't. It hasn't triggered my mind. I used to mess up. I used to confuse Mars with another Mars. Remember? And I'm like, and here I'm talking like that's the other one, and they're like, no, that's not me. I'm like, what?
That's the wrong one.
Exactly. But and then I finally got them clarified. So
yes, Billy Joe is up, child. We're gonna hook up Billy Joe. Billy Joe, Southern Georgia. Hey, Barbara. Barbara Ross is on.
Hey, Miss Ross.
I got Ross hair today, hon. I had to tame her because I had to put some of it in a ponytail. Them two little plaits did all of this. But it was way big. I was like, oh, Lord. But, I did channel Whitney. Young Whitney. Whitney with the big hair. All right. I shuffled. Y'all saw me shuffle, but this is so crazy how the cards came out. It came out kind of similar, but the first one is there's a wish fulfillment with this 9 of Cups, hunty. Okay. Billy Joe, this is awesome energy. This is it's getting your confidence back up. Okay. If you felt low of like things ain't working out, things will. Give it time. All right. We're stepping into a new, technically a new year, because this is according to April 1st. It is the official new year. So things bloom, things start to, come out and shine and want to show off. So bringing this confidence back into yourself is like, all right, I know things are about to, I know I can feel it. That is what and this boosts your confidence. I also would say do things to boost your confidence up. Okay. Knowing that, all right, this cup is being taken care of. This cup is being taken care of. This cup is taking care of all of this. And all I'm doing is sitting here chillaxing, holding the cups like I did it. I did that. And yes, you did. And yes, you did. 8 of Pentacles. Continue to work. Continue to pour into, really staying focused on on your craft, on your skills, polishing them up, and not being focused on the distractions that's around you. Okay. Don't be worrying about what's going on outside. Listen, there's some birds out here fighting right in front of me, but I'm right here. And I know there's a show right there, but I'm on this show right here. It's not stopping, 2 birds don't stop the show. Even though I could yell and say, hey, take that somewhere else. But I'm not. Staying focused and really pour into your work, pour into making it the most unique thing for you to stand out so you can bring them coins in. Okay. It's crazy. I shuffled and I get the same cards right back out. It's no joke. You got the Empress card here. Okay. But this Empress, it is this energy of new. You are pushing something new out. It's like a new beginning for you, but you are the one that's making it happen for you in a big major way. I also feel like this is like this nurturing. So whatever it is that your goals are, nurture them, nurture yourself as well. Okay. Tap into this feminine energy as far as in Venus. We out of Venus a retrograde. So, spruce up, put some makeup on, try on a new lipstick, honey, go buy you some, I would say stilettos, but I don't know how you can walk in them. Got the block heels back now, so get you some shoes. Just really pamper yourself. Like really engulf in this feminist type of energy. Okay. Stay disciplined, because you're gonna get what you're wanting. Stay disciplined, and it will materialize into reality for you. Okay. That's what I have for you.
Let's see what I got for the cards, because I ain't picking
For
up
the
no
cards.
energy from this Billy Joe.
Billy Joe.
I do love that name, Billy Joe.
Billy Joe. I do too.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Joe, it sounds like a person that would kick ass and then take names.
Fried green tomatoes.
Right.
Southern fried chicken, fried green tomatoes, some turnip greens, and
Ooh,
maybe some Miss Shawna
macaroni
mac
and
and
cheese.
cheese.
And some cornbread. You can't
And
forget
some
the
cornbread.
cornbread. Oh,
Yes,
what's for dessert? Oh, a nice apple. Oh, peach cobbler. Apple
Pecan
pie. Oh, a pecan pie too. Oh, child. Oh, a coconut pie.
Lost me there.
Oh, you never had a coconut pie before?
Oh, I have.
You
Coconut
haven't
ain't my
had it the right
favorite
way.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
But the pecan pie, maybe it's a little bit. Maybe.
That's my dad's favorite pie right there. Well, one of them besides the sweet potato.
Maybe some pineapple upside down cake.
Had a pineapple. Ooh, some vanilla pound cake.
Some butter cake. Ooh, Lord, a good butter cake. When it's done right, it is like,
we said it at the same time.
Now I'm hungry. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Now you got me to get a chicken fried steak. I'm like, what? Yeah, I went from fried chicken to chicken fried steak. Great. Yes. And we're talking white gravy, not brown gravy.
Yes, the white gravy.
Yes.
With extra little pepper to it, honey. That's when you don't wear no pants that got no buttons in them. This is you wear the stretchy or a nice old sundress. Take that shaper off. Okay, you got to have room.
Oh my goodness, some candy yams. I thought about some candy yams.
Oh, some candy yams.
Lord, I haven't had candy yams in so long.
I just had some. I had some last night.
You know what? This weekend got me working. This weekend, I'm going to do a Texas style. I determined now. I'm going to go out and buy me a Texas style brisket. And it's going to be low and slow. I do it 12 hours. 12 hours is done in the oven. 12 hours. Yes, folks, you heard me right. 12 hours at 250 degrees. And it's going to be wrapped in foil. I'm going to put my rub. I make my own rub. Oh God, I'm hungry as hell now. My own rub, and then I wrap it in foil and I seal it tight so nothing leaks out, nothing comes out. And then it goes in the oven at 250 degrees in late evening. So by the time that 12 or 1 o'clock in the daytime comes along, it comes out, and then it rests for a good half hour at least. And when I open that puppy up, that's all I can.
I think I haven't made a Southern whole Sunday meal in a very long time. I kind of want to wait and do it for Easter, but then I want to go and show my Easter outfit to everybody.
Oh, so you can't cook when you have an Easter outfit? No,
No,
because it doesn't. No.
Ooh,
is that with a hat or without a hat?
Back in the day, you could go out to like a department store and they had a hat section.
Yes, a nice.
They don't have those anymore.
I know.
Because my butt will be in belts right up the street trying on all these darn hats.
Yes, I remember the church ladies, man. When Easter came, you had a new chapeau. You did not wear a retread chapeau. You had a new chapeau, and everybody trying to outdo the other one's big old hat. The big old hat is like, Lord have mercy. And then you sit in church and like kind of look around, like, hello.
Right.
Thank goodness every once in a while you get a little old lady there sat for it, so you can look over her, but man, some of those hats were like, holy, some of them like the bucket on the head with the big old rim, not just the rim, but the bucket on the head and the big old flower pasted here, and you're like, Lord have mercy.
The hat, the purse, and the shoes had to match.
Yes, indeed.
It had to be the same pattern. And then the outfit, you got the two-piece suit or the dress or with the handkerchief on the end, honey. What? Yeah.
Well, you always had to have they always had the handkerchief in the bracelet or whatever. Remember, because You had to pull it out for the tears or whatever else, or I don't know. It's always the handkerchief right there. I always
Our
remember
grandma
that.
was like, I got too many bracelets. We're gonna get this little tissue, the little tissue thing that comes in
Yeah.
the little pack. You can get one of
That
them.
little plastic slit, and you pull one out
Yeah.
like this.
You get one of them.
I tell you what, it's interesting too, because that's the one time. Because I don't know, but and Shawna, Angie was just saying, I just was looking for a hat and couldn't find one. Absolutely, you can't find these much. But it's interesting. I remember that's the one time, the Easter Sunday was the one time that purse at church, the church purse, was not very deep.
Oh no, because it's listen.
For show. It was all show.
That was for show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything you need, go to the car.
Yes. Yes.
Go to the car. But that little purse is a little
no.
purse. Oh, I got a new purse too. Oh, I gotta find me a hat with this new purse. I just thought about this. It has a handle to it. It's like a wooden handle. Oh snap! Oh yeah, I'm about my Easter outfit.
Work to do.
Oh, got some work to do for my. And I don't know where the heck I'm going, but I'm going somewhere. I'm going to a nice brunch for Easter.
Exactly. No, I remember that.
And we had to get up for sunrise service. We had to do sunrise service at church, and we had to be there at 5. No, we 5:30. Sunrise service is 6 o'clock. Then we had to stay, make breakfast for the whole church, then leave and get ready for Sunday school at 10 o'clock. At that time, I wanted a nap, but I couldn't get a nap because I was, don't you sleep in that dress? Because the first dress is not what you wear for the second service. I'm just like, so we got to go back to church. We already got our stuff done. I got the message.
Enough for a day.
Right. Like, ain't it lunchtime now?
But the good part, the second service, there was food afterwards.
Oh yeah, sunrise service is always breakfast. Yeah.
So
that's when I was eating good old bacon back then. And boy, snatch that bacon up. Like I'm like, that's for them. Well, I'm up. Man. Oh, sorry, Billy.
We should done Billy?
Yeah, you haven't done Billy.
Oh, I haven't?
No, you was shuffling, and we started talking about damn.
I'm sorry, Billy. I'm telling you, when I get off on food, I forget everything.
You ain't like, look, and then you yawn, so that you're gonna catch the itis after you eat.
Lord have mercy. Now I'm thinking what I want for lunch already.
I was just still sitting here thinking, because it's about to go on 3 o'clock for me. I was like, what do I have in here for lunch?
Let's see, Billy. You said you had a CAT scan recently. About anything? Do I see anything on the CAT scan? And I just got lab and CAT scan done. Do you see anything? Good question. The energy. No, I don't. I'm not getting anything. I'm not saying there's nothing to be seen. I'm just saying I'm not picking up any energy specifically to the CAT scan. I don't think, Billy, I don't think they're looking in the right place. I don't think that the I don't think that we were reading for Billy, and I told her she had a problem with the stomach. Is that the one with the?
No, you said
her, right?
Mars.
That was somebody else, right?
That was Mars.
Yeah. So Billy, I don't think that was for you on that. But I see what you're saying. I think you're wondering if that was your energy. I get it, but yeah, no. I don't think your energy. I don't know if that's. I don't think that your energy is this. I don't get this here. I get this down lower. I get this like intestinal, like colon and not the colon, no, too far. The intestines. Yeah, I'm getting something more on the stomach and below more than stomach or above. You said that before the last reading I had about a month ago. Okay. That you had a stomach issue specifically, again, because I'm picking up, but not here, not in this area here. I'm picking up lower for you because I think they're looking in the wrong area for that. But the star card's telling you that you're gonna what you're looking for is going to be highlighted. You're gonna find it, and then you're gonna get it. But it's gonna be June or July before they actually can figure out what's going on. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to deal with this for a little longer. I don't see them finding it I don't see them finding it quickly. I think this is going to take some time to get this figured out, whatever's causing this. So don't be surprised if it's going to take you into June or July before you get the answers you're looking for. In other words, before they realize exactly what's happening. I'll put it that way. How's that? All right. What else do I have? Let's see what else I got for you. But you're gonna through it. There's the cherry card, the victory cards. That's good. Oh wow. Yeah, you'll be fine with that. I wouldn't worry about it. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You're gonna get through this. All right. That's what I'm getting for you. Who is next, Miss Shawna? Let's do one or two more, and then we're out of here, so I can go eat.
You and me both, child.
My stomach is now growling. I don't know. I should never have thought about food. Lord,
you should have never, child. You mentioned it earlier with the chicken fried steak, honey, and I'm like, good.
So who is folks? If you're still here, let us know, and if you want a reading.
Who?
Folks, anybody, let us know if you're still here. If you're all still here,
I was like,
still here.
Kim B. Kim B. Are you still here, love?
You can't hear what? We died? We dropped?
Did we? Oh, so I'm like, wait a minute, whole bunch of messages.
Oh, maybe maybe we were shocking you because we were actually quiet for once. That's almost an impossibility, but
that could have been. That could have been.
She's like, shock, there's silence. It doesn't work.
It's always what's happening. Okay.
Kim B is still here, by the way. Yes.
Yes, cool. Because I'm like, it came in so quickly. But I think it may have been a delay. I don't know. Hey, Natalie. Nat LA. I love how she broke it down. Well, anywho, Kim B, you have the death card here. That sound like you're making some changes. So that is awesome sauce. These changes are literally working for you. You are going through a rebirth, honey. Okay? You are going through a rebirth. Okay? Which is excellent because you acknowledge the patterns got to change. I have to change. I have to be the one. So yes. And that's a great thing. This 5 of Swords. When you go through your changes, people don't like it because they want to just keep you one way and keep you stuck in that way because it is, good for them. But you're doing what's best for you. Okay. And you ain't taking no mess from no one, especially dealing with your mental, because it's like, why am I listening to these folks that don't know what I truly want, what I truly need, or anything, or who I am? And hence why this death card is amazing. I love when the death card comes up because this is like a new you arising up. Yeah, it's time to make a decision. 2 of Swords. So as you go through this change and you're not dealing with the toxic folks anymore or dealing with those type of conversations or allowing it to have mental, have space in your mental, it's like, okay, what is my decision? I need to either go this way or this way. When it comes to you making this decision, go within. Okay, really go within, listen to your intuition, listen to what your higher self is saying to you, and that is the direction that you should go in. Okay. Which is take a moment, take a breather, and like meditate on it if need be. But it's all about how you put your focus to it. Okay, it's about you surrounding yourself with new folks, putting supportive people, surrounding yourself with supportive people. You're balancing out being honest with yourself, not not focusing on what has happened in the past. It's time to move on. It's like that freedom, and don't get yourself overwhelmed, because there will be some frustration that comes in when you make this decision, or it can feel like it's also a heartache to others. Okay, but at the same time, listen to self, that this new person has arrived. Okay, and let the world know that this new person has arrived. That's what I have for you, love.
Okay. Cards flew out. Can be far. Cards flew out. You got some planning to do. Not some splaining, but you got some planning to do. There's a new direction, a new energy. So did you have a new? Is somebody new in your life? And it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be somebody new. Is there somebody who again has entered your life? Yeah, it could be a relationship, but I don't think so. This is more of a it could be a coworker, a friend. Could be even it could be like even a situation where geez, interesting. Somebody, this is this actually is somebody from your past. Somebody from your past is coming back. They're coming back into your life. They're not a love relationship. This is not a love situation, okay? There's somebody who, when you were younger, you planted seeds with. In other words, you hung out with, you had lots of good memories. Your family knows their family, so it's like a family thing. And so, yeah, but they have been, what do you call that word? Ostracized, or you just kind of lost connection or touch. They're coming back into your life. And they're coming back into your life for a purpose, because they are needed. The two of you need each other very much. And again, it's not we're not talking relationship. We're talking. It's one of those things where you just, there's certain people, when you connect with them, that you can be away from them forever, and yet when they're there, you know that you can tell them anything, you can feel anything. There's no pressure. There's no judgment. And that's what this kind of person is for you. This person's coming back into your life because you're unfortunately getting ready to be set up for a little bit of a rough road. And unfortunately, the rough road is going to be for about 4 months when it gets rolling. And so be prepared for that. Be prepared to know that it's going to be a little bumpy along the way. So put on your bumper guards and everything else, because it's not avoidable. You're going to unfortunately be bumping for a while, about 4 months. And but this person, they're coming back into your life to help you through the bumps. They're the person that you can talk to about anything, and they're, again, not judgmental. They're not going to worry about whatever. They're just going to be there for you. And so please make sure that when they come into your life, make sure that you appreciate the fact that they're there. The timing cannot be better. I mean, their timing is perfect in this situation. Yeah, it's interesting. Again, and also, if I were you, I would make sure that yeah, this is coming. That's what I was telling you, Kimby. This is coming. This isn't, as at this point, they're coming back into your life, and the situation is is coming down the road too again. And I would also ask you, if you haven't visited a physician in a while, maybe check a GP, maybe go to a general practitioner and have a conversation with a general practitioner. If you're having something that's kind of nudging you or bothering you or whatever, I would have them, take a look at your concerns or what you may think is not a concern. Maybe not a concern is a concern. Stay on top of your health for now, because that is also very strong energy about that. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Just take care of yourself, okay? Take care of yourself, and this person again is coming back in. You're gonna have a little bit of a rough summer. I hate to tell you that, but you came in, you asked for the question, so I got to tell you what I got, okay? But again, do this, do the laughing, do the happiness, do the joy, bring your energy to it and face it. Don't let it beat you down. And that's what that person's going to do for you too, because again, it's that energy of youth, energy where I can take on anything, I can fight anything, and I will get through this. Be that energy, because again, you've got to laugh. You're gonna have to laugh a little bit. This is gonna be a little bit trying, and you're gonna think, hey, damn, really? Do I have to do this? Yeah, you do. Unfortunately, you got to go through this, but you will come out the other side, and you'll be strong. Okay, so stay strong, and you'll come out the other side stronger. Remember, iron is forged as a steel. No, iron is forged with heat and with pressure. So you can do this. You are strong under pressure. You got this. Okay. Oh, you see one every month. I see. Okay, yeah. Pay attention, because again, pay attention to some changes in that autoimmune situation and the way your body's dealing with it. Okay, that makes sense. Pay attention. The summer's going to have a little bit of challenges for you, but you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine in the end. All right. So there you go. All right. You want more, Miss Shawna, or are we done?
Oh, my stomach. We can go another one if you want to. It's over here just fighting.
No, I'm good, because I'm like the same. My stomach is like, yes. And I'm usually not hungry, but now, baby, I tell you what.
I usually don't do this. Let's do Bull
Lurcher?
Yeah.
Bull Lurcher. You are next and final.
Yes. I'm glad I pulled that one. Oh, shit. All right. For all the ones that got messages about your health today, please hear it. And please go get checked out. Okay? We want you to come back. We want you to know. We want to know what's happening. Okay? Everybody got stomach problems today. I know. Listen, y'all need to work with y'all sacral. You need to remove that stuff. Your sacral chakra. If you don't, I was about to say, I don't have my one up that I can show you what that one is, but it's your stomach. It's your stomach. And yeah, because your solar plexus is up here. So your sacral is your stomach area. Focus on that, on healing that for everyone. Okay. All right. I know. Of course, Bonnie, I had to slide that one in because you just said my stomach's in knots too. Like, dang. Well, go take a poop. Drink some. Drink what you need to drink and just go poop it out. Drink one of them. Oh, what is it? The Asian teas. Now that will get you right. Now, you don't need to go nowhere for 2 days to make sure it's out your system. Yeah, everybody's having. Yeah, don't remove it, just fix it. Oh yeah, oregano too. Oil of oregano. Thank you, Natalie. All right, Bull. Oh, okay. I was about to say, love goddess, because you can't be having no problems neither. All right, Bull. You got the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups energy is amazing. This is a gift of. I feel like this is like a blessing coming through of allowing you to your cup runneth over. Okay, and these are blessings. But at the same time, it's like this is I want to say self-love. Okay. Self-love or a new love coming in. But it's just love. This is all about love. All about love. You got the 5 of Cups here. 5 of Cups. Listen, whatever didn't happen, let it go, honey. And it's time for you to readjust your focus to something new and new opportunities that's coming through, which is some news actually coming in. Page of Wand is some type of message that you're going to receive about some elevation, about it could be, oh wait, it could be a promotion maybe. Something about growth here. Overcoming your obstacle, overcoming your situation, or where you're feeling stuck. But I feel like there is some flexibility, but I also see the message is you seeing things differently. You seeing a solution. Okay. The extra cards that did pop out, the 3 of Cups and the Fool card. Okay. You know, wow. Message that came through is you need to be drinking plenty of water. You need to be replenishing that body. So if you're not drinking water, drink some water. Okay. Get that water intake. Keep yourself hydrated. Surround yourself with supportive people. Also, I feel like you may be maybe getting ready to go do some new networking or connecting with new people. It could be like a get together or some type of celebration that you're having, or you may be invited to. That could be the message that's coming through of being invited to something like a celebration or a get together that you can really mingle. And the Fool is here. The words that I'm getting is take that leap. Okay. Don't be afraid to take that leap. There you go. That's what I got.
You know what? I was looking at Kim B. You know what's great with pork belly? When you next time you do pork belly, if you don't, however you make it, I don't know, because sometimes I caramelize it. Oh my goodness, it is so good. But one thing you can do, take some deviled eggs, and I'm talking country deviled eggs. So what I do is I cut the eggs in half, and I take the yolk, and I mix the yolk and some margarine. I mean margarine, this is me. Some mayo, and then some yellow mustard. I want some yellow French's mustard, and I stir it in there, and that's my, of course, and some salt and pepper, and then pour it into the thing and get deviled eggs, and then put the pork belly on top of the deviled eggs, or put some bacon on top of the deviled eggs, or put some caviar on top of the deviled eggs. But I will tell you what, oh my Lord, you want to take pork belly to a whole different world, put it on a deviled egg and just enjoy, and you will be in hog heaven. I'm telling you, it is so good. Hog heaven. I had to bring it back to the pig, you know what I mean?
You did.
But no, I love it. I make it, and so it's like when we have company over, the one thing I would do is I would leave some of them plain, and of course with the paprika on top, because that's the old traditional style. But there are times where I put some caviar and the salt of the caviar on top of that egg. Oh my goodness, because the salty eggs of the caviar. Oh my goodness, it's good. And then of course every once in a while you want to do something else. Maybe put a little half of a jalapeno, or better yet, take a little bit of the jalapeno jam and put on top of that, on top of the yolk. Oh my God, I'm telling you, there are so many ways that you can dress up a deviled egg that will just take you to a whole different world, and you will learn to love a deviled egg.
That time when you did it with that caviar,
Mm-hmm.
I did not want to share with nobody. No. But you got this pork over here. I don't eat that one. But this caviar, it was the right, man, that right amount of salt. That made, oh man, I could taste it in my mouth right now. I was sitting there, I was like, is anybody else coming in here? Nope. I grabbed every time I went to use the bathroom from the pool. Yep, let me grab another one. I was like, I hope we got enough, because
yeah, I'm telling you, it is a good combination of flavors. It really is.
Yeah.
Because you have that smoothness and that creaminess of that yolk, and that the yolk mixed it with, and then you have a little bit of that salt that hits, and that. I'm telling you what.
It was a perfect salt. You didn't need nothing extra.
Nope. Nope, absolutely. So keep that in mind. My mother is Vietnamese. She makes a stewed caramelized pork belly. That's what I was thinking when you had the pork belly. So it's caramelized because that caramelized, and they actually, if I'm not mistaken, she marinates it, right? Because she marinates it before she does the caramelization. If because that's usually one of the Vietnamese style things is they marinate it for a while, and it sits in that there's like a there's like five different spices in there, and then it's like the soy. I think it's like a soy, and then some white wine vinegar. Usually they do it, and it sits for maybe a day even, and then they do the caramelizing it, and then they oh my goodness, I'm telling you, oh Lord have mercy, yes. So
What did you
garlic,
have?
actually, garlic
Yes.
and
Oh,
fish
yes.
sauce. Yes, you have to have garlic and fish sauce, especially for Vietnamese. A must.
Let me tell you, I'm coming over to Kim B's house because I love some Asian food, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Oh, that papaya salad with some rice, honey. Have you ever had the spicy papaya salad?
I have, and it's very good. Yeah.
Oh man, it is so good.
And a little bit, they put a little vinegar or something in it to help cut the sweetness a little bit. I
Mm.
took just a hint of it, and you're like, oh yeah, that takes that edge off of that sweet because the papaya can be too sweet sometimes.
They
Too
said
much.
when did this turn into the Food Network? I know, right? We was MTV, okay? Then we got to what is that? The
Uh,
700 Club. Remember that used to come on? Because we was
yes,
talking about church. Now we back to
exactly.
the Food Network.
Oh
Child, I tell
Lord.
you.
However, if you've ever been to church, my church, you get it for the singing, the shouting, preaching, and praying, and then you
Yep.
get the food downstairs. We did all of what I just talked about winds up at our church because I'm telling you, the dancing, the getting up in the aisles and jumping all around, it was all
All of
we
that.
were holy rollers. We were holy
Yeah.
rollers.
Yeah. You got anything for Bull before we get off?
I do have something for myself. So
Ah,
this is my selfish moment. Okay. I forgot, believe it or not, I forgot that March 31st was a little significant day in my life, and I did not pay attention to that. So I need to draw attention to March 31st because I hadn't talked about it in a while, but I'm trying to find it. I'm stalling as I'm trying here to find what I'm looking for. Somebody's book turned 1 year old
oh shucks. Oh, it
1 year
was March
old on March
31st.
31st. Yes, and March 31st of last year, I published my book. And it was the number one new bestseller on that day, which was a surprise, which is something I worked and tried to help make happen. And it did because I manifested it by affirmations. And
Mm-hmm.
so the book is about affirmations, and it was number one new bestseller March 31st, 2024. And it is 1 year old, and I didn't realize it. I told myself earlier in the month, how can I celebrate it? What can I do? And then it came and went. But I
Mm-hmm.
did see somebody, they shared the post and congratulated me for 1 year. I'm like, oh, that's right.
Congratulations. Oh, let me see
Yes,
if I can do it. Let's see if I can do it.
yes. Will it do it?
Will it do it?
Oh, yeah, there we
Yes.
go. Thank you, Miss Shawna.
You're
So if you haven't
welcome.
got my book yet, the book is all about retraining the brain. Remembering we our brain has neuroplasticity, so we can retrain the brain. Retraining our brain to be positive in response. It explains how there's so many studies that show affirmations do work. They have many different effects. They reduce the cortisone levels, therefore the swelling goes down. You don't have the stress that you have. Your joints are happier. You also have the placebo effect that comes along with them, and there's many other things, but most importantly, the energy. You learn to use your energy, you learn to focus your energy, and then push it out to the universe and your environment. And you alter and bend your environment because of your energy. And so it teaches you to control and use your energy and push it out, therefore, bringing in the results that you want. Remember, life can just happen, but it doesn't have to just happen. You can use your energy to manipulate your environment to work to your benefit. And that's the same thing we tell you every morning when we tell you have your conversation with your spirit team. Tell your spirit team where you are going today, what it is that you want to accomplish during the day, and let the spirit team come and work with you and help you. So if you have not got my book, I would strongly suggest please get the book. It's on Amazon. This is the link. Or if you go to sonoranmystictarot.com and you order it through sonoranmystictarot.com, I will autograph the book for you because I'll be mailing it to you myself. So it's Amazon. You get it from the Amazon folks. If you order it through SonoranMysticTarot.com, I will autograph it. If you send me a little note telling me what you want me to say, if it's not something that I'm not comfortable with, because if it's something I'm not even comfortable, because like it's like, oh, you're the best ever. That one I would sign, of course, yes, because I am. But but you see what I'm saying? I mean, the reality is I will sign the book for you, so you have an autographed copy of the book if you buy it through SonoranMysticTarot.com. Also, with that, I'm doing what I had planned to do and hadn't got it done because I'm giving a discount to my readings. So if you get a private reading with me, and I'm going to take this thing off the bottom, if you get a private reading with me for the first half of April, you can buy it during the first half of April. You can buy as many as you want for the first half of April. But if you buy a reading with me for the first half of April to celebrate my book's 1-year anniversary, you will get a $50 discount off of my readings, and that thing will be posted today. So you will find the special deal of the $50 decrease in price only between now and April 15th. You do not need to use that reading in that period. You just need to buy it in that period, and it's good for as long as whenever until you use it. Okay, and they're great for gifts, by the way. Good for gifts, so keep it in mind. And Miss Shawna will do the same. She won't do the discount right now because she doesn't have that reason to do it. But Miss Shawna does readings as well as other things. So please pay attention. Go to her Linktree page, which is on the bottom of her boobies. They're right there across the boobies. So you can see the
perfect place to be at.
Exactly. Talk about advertising right there, a whole new way of doing pasties. So anyway.
Absolutely. I love it. Yep, down here.
Exactly. This is the one time she definitely wants you to focus down here and not here, And now she's actually pink.
Literally.
So anyway, with that said, again, thanks everybody for popping in. We appreciate it so much. Anything else, Ms. Shawna, before we roll?
No. Y'all have a great weekend, and we're gonna figure out how many pounds that we gained this weekend from all this food that we done fixed.
Absolutely. Again, love, light, and blessings from all of us to all of you.
Yes.
Have an amazing weekend. We'll see you back next week, same bat time. No, not same bat time. Different time. I was going to say same bat channel.
Same bat channel.
We are getting better and working our time. We're trying to get it down to the point where we are like right here, but now we're kind of like ish. But we're getting to it. We're working on it.
Yeah, we are we though?
Exactly. Well, maybe kind of. Anyway. Bye everybody. Let me get the out of here music. Where is this? Again, they just moved the folks they moved everything, so we don't know where stuff is. Again, they got rid of some things that we used to have, so it's a little confusing, but we'll figure it out. We'll do the intro as an exit again as well. How's that? Here we go. Bye.